What's up, guys? This is Chris here, and today we're going to do what all of you asked for. We are going to shoot the new Springfield Kuna. Now, the Springfield Kuna is definitely the most talked about gun of 2025, at least so far. And that's because Springfield sent it to 100 people for review. I was not one of those people, and those of you who watch the channel probably understand why that is. That being said, it still looks like a very cool gun, and we still got a ton of requests for it. So I went up and picked one up myself with the patron dollars. We appreciate you guys. If you want to help the channel, that's the best way to do it. Now, the Springfield Kuna is an interesting firearm. Under $1,000, very cool. Roller delayed pistol caliber carbine. So basically, like if a CZ Scorpion and an MP5 had a baby in Croatia and it was imported by Springfield, that's what the Kuna is. This looks like a very interesting gun. 5-inch barrel, roller delayed, which means it should have very light recoil. We have no buffer system on the back here, so you can do a foldy brace, which is cool. We have ambi safety, which seems to be about a 45-degree throw. I don't know what degree throw, a little bit more than 45, maybe a 60-degree throw. Mr. Dell would be very happy with me for that. Pretty decent trigger here as well. That feels pretty good. The reset is okay. We have a charging handle on the side, which feels great, by the way. It actually charges really good, which means the gun's probably sprung relatively well. I like that the charging handle folds out of the way. That's neat. We also have an M-LOK rail here on top with just enough space to put almost nothing on there, but you could probably fit a light on there. We have pistol sights that are exposed in case you need to get to them quick, and then you have the fold-up iron sights. We'll probably be using those for the large part today. Even though we checked the Vortex Crossfire before we came out here, Bubs even put a brand new battery in it. It was immediately dead when we got out here. And I'm not really sure what the is going on with Vortex, but the last 3 optics we've had in a row have either had illumination problems, battery problems. They're affordable, but what the hell. Anyway, other than the Vortex, the Springfield should run relatively well. It has ambi controls on either side. My wife will enjoy that. We got a bolt release, a mag release, and a safety. Looks like a really modern, slick gun as well. And I know that Springfield gets a little bit of hate on my channel because of the things they do politically, but as far as mechanically, they do make some solid guns, and technically they don't make this anyway, just like the VHS, which is a great gun, just like the Echelon, which is a great gun. They're actually made by HS Products in Croatia and then imported under different names. I'm excited to shoot this. Part of the reason is because it was so hyped up. Another part is because I love roller delayed PCCs. And another part is because I just got done shooting the Kel-Tec 57 and I need a win. So we have some Blazer brass in here, and we're gonna just shoot a mag out and see how it goes. It's not zeroed, but I don't really have a dot anyway, so I'm just gonna kind of hover around the target and see, and then we'll flip up the included very tactical iron sights and play around with those too. Well, I can't hit anything with no dot. I was talking shit.
Oh, that got me.
All right, well, we needed a battery, so I pulled out the trusty BCM 11.5. This is my truck gun. We'll just take the battery out of the aim point and we'll get to going. Oh, it just appeared. It appeared. It's flickery, but it's there. Only had 3 rounds. It's smooth, it's fast, it's reliable, but the safety kind of sucks.
Oh man, that's pretty fun.
Yeah. So I noticed you went with the magwell grip. It's kind of interesting. I didn't notice this before until you were shooting it, but it has a texture here for a magwell grip. That's kind of where you're supposed to grip that thing, it appears. I gotta say, after about 200 rounds, it's not an MP5, but it's not bad.
It doesn't sound like you can go as fast as you want.
Yeah, so the trigger's good. The recoil impulse isn't bad for a really light gun. It's like 5 pounds. The issue I'm finding is like a grip service. So like with an MP5, I can kind of get a hold of it, and it does have more recoil than MP5, don't get me wrong. But I can't get like a good enough clamp down on it because this bottom area here gets so hot that without a glove, I can't like clamp on it. So I can't use a lot of recoil control with it. I'm kind of letting it bounce up and back down like, you know, like a shittier shooter would, I guess, because I don't really have enough surface. I know that down here apparently is where you're supposed to grab the gun because it has a knurling for it right here, but you can't really get any recoil control like this. You got to get up and kind of control the front of the gun, and it's just not really letting me. Now, if I had some rail panels on this and a glove, or maybe a vert grip, I think that would probably solve that problem.
Love little bitty PCCs. These are the best. That was so fun.
I found my trigger finger. You're shooting that really good. And you shot it great.
Also, thank you to True Shot for the ammo today. We are loving it. Also, thank you to Black Flag Arsenal for having a Kuna for us.
That's true.
You were high left. Still way high left. Well, good groups, but...
Yeah, real good groups. Pretty good horizontally. We're just running a little high, which is perfect for long distance, so. If you're zeroed a little low, it helps out at distance, especially 9mm arcs like crazy after 250.
Oh, okay. Bubba's got a fancy thing.
Oh, does he? What fancy thing?
He's got a fancy handheld
I'm gonna worry
spotting
about calling.
scope.
All right.
Tell me what you shoot. Which one?
85 first.
Well, you didn't make that.
Thanks.
Hit.
Okay, this should go really poorly.
Hit. 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 It's that time again. Mud testing time.
This is refilled. I'm not pouring Fuji water on the ground.
Whatever kind of water.
All right, gonna load the gun. Safety on. Pop. Shut the f up. Wow, I'm impressed, I admit. I did not expect to feel this way. Honestly, I knew the Kuna was pretty decent. I saw a bunch of videos before this and I was kind of excited to shoot the gun. My wife knows how excited I was. I've literally had it on the kitchen counter for like 2 days looking at it. And the roller delayed system at under $1,000 excites me a great deal because roller delayed PCCs are like my shit. I love the JP5. I love the MP5. Those are two of my favorite guns of all time. And now, honestly, you can get one that is not the same as an MP5. I would argue there are good things about this and bad things, but I would say, arguably, this is better than an MP5 in some ways. Well, let's go over those first. Now, the great things about the Kuna. Number one, under $1,000 is phenomenal. Number two, roller delayed system is lighter recoil than a standard blowback system like a CZ Scorpion or maybe an X-Star EP9. Not a lot lighter, but lighter. The gun also is very lightweight, sub 5 pounds. It takes quality magazines, 30-round clear magazines, which are very cool. It comes with 2 magazines. Side charging handle is awesome. As mud shoots out of it. The M-LOK rail is quality. It feels very quality, although it does heat up. But that's expected, right? With a short rail like this, I should have put rail panels on it or wore a glove, so that's kind of my bad. Flip-up sights are dope, I will admit that. I like the little pistol sights, and then I love that the iron sights have a hood on the end. Very, very HK as well. well. It protects that front sight. I like that. The knurling on the magwell feels really good for you guys who magwell grip. This is the kind of what the gun is designed for. Ambidextrous controls on either side. However, they don't work that well. The bolt release works great, but just like every other ambi mag release I've ever used in my life, the right-sided one works way better than the left. The flat face trigger, awesome. Safety, pretty good going off. Terrible coming back on. It's really hard to put back on. The grip itself feels really good, feels very echelon-ish, and even though it's very small, it didn't bother me at all. The fact that the gun folds is great. You can put folding braces on it. The Picatinny rail system on the back of the gun is the best system you can use, by the way. That way you can attach anything you want. You want a buffer tube, you can put it on there. Anything you want to do, you can put on there. As far as the actual system itself goes, it seems to be very reliable. We shot 400 rounds today in a row of 3 different types of ammunition, and we had 0 malfunctions through 3 different shooters and a mud test of 20 rounds, which is really, really impressive. I stuck that in the mud, and when I picked it up, I initially thought about clearing off the ejection port because I felt like it was an unfair test to cake 2 inches of mud on an ejection port, and this Croatian busted right through it like a Kool-Aid man kicking through a wall. I was really, really impressed. I gotta say, I was kind of impressed before that. Really, really impressed. Overall, as far as PCCs go, maybe a 10. I mean, it's not as shootable as the MP5, but how could it be? It's lighter weight. And for the price, for the value, for the ergonomics, for the QD mounts that you get, the sights that you get, the foldable charging handle, the ambi controls, for the money, a 10, I would say.
A 10.
A 10. I feel like Billy Bob. Man, I'm pretty happy. Probably the best HS Products gun I've ever shot, which is saying a lot because the VHS is a cool name, but it's also a really cool gun, probably one of the best bullpups, if not the best. Proven in the Ukrainian war now, by the way. I imagine these are going to be used in multiple conflicts in Eastern Europe going forward. I'm in. I would not feel unarmed with this. As far as 9mm PCCs go, definitely compares with the Scorpion, and now we're going to have to not only do a full review, but we're going to have to do a comparison with the Scorpion. I'm not even going to ask you guys if you want it, because I want to see what's the best under a G, and this might very well be a contender. So, very cool. Also, accuracy. I forgot because I'm so excited about the reliability. But we shot it at 200 yards with no issue whatsoever.
Hit. Hit. Hit.
Very easy to shoot, and I didn't shoot anything past that because our dot wasn't perfectly zeroed. We were having some vortex issues, which I'm just gonna, I mean, I thought it was the battery the first 3 vortexes. Now I'm starting to think maybe it's otherwise. I picked up a bunch of Vortex optics because I wanted to do a good for the money, like optic series, and so far, I'm a Trijicon guy. Overall though, accurate, reliable, easy to shoot, ergonomics where you want, safety's where you want. That's the problem with the MP5, is that you have to run the charging handle every time and you run the paddle magazine release, whereas this has more of an AR style. And man, big win. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Please help out your local homeless shelters, and remember to recycle. I'll check you later.